All right, y'all. Today has been a little rough. We had a nice little 9-hour shift. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. Pretty dead today at work, but I think today marks a big day for me, and I want to talk about it. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's been doing fantastic. I pray that you guys are having swell days and are accomplishing your goals. I stuttered there. I am so sorry. Today marks a very big day for me, and it's not a big day for a lot of different people. It's probably just a casual, I'm making this video on Thursday. It's probably just a casual Thursday for you, but for me, it marks a huge day in my investing history and my investing lifestyle. If you didn't know, I do invest in the stock market, as most people should. I actually implore everybody on the planet right now to build a Roth IRA and invest into the S&P 500. I have no problem explaining any of that for any gurus out there or anybody that just wants to learn about investing. I would love to talk about that on the channel, but that's not necessarily what I'm talking about right now. Today I want to talk about today is the first day. I have made money off my investments before, but today's the first day that I got money off of my dividends towards my stocks, or my shares of a stock. Now, what that is, if you don't know, I'm not trying to mansplain or over-explain, but what a dividend is when you invest into a company, and a company takes a percentage of the profit that it makes and they pay it back out to the investors, the people that are investing into the company itself. So I officially did make money. I have made a little bit of money off of it previously, and I got enough money passively now to buy an energy drink. Now, that doesn't mean a lot for a lot of people, and I don't expect anyone to be jumping for joy with that. But for me, I think that is probably the coolest thing imaginable. Not only do I have enough money, did I make enough money that on the 28th, I basically technically get a free energy drink with passive income, which I won't. I'll put it right back into my stocks. But I think it's amazing that the amount of time and effort that I've been putting into working and putting percentage of money into my stocks into different stocks, into owning different shares and doing a lot of my research. It has officially paid off in a way that I can actually notice it. Now, if you don't know, I have a Roth IRA. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm kind of all over the place. I built a Roth IRA, and I put my money to that Roth IRA into VU, which is an S&P 500, which, if you don't know what an S&P 500 is, I'm not explaining this for anybody who's like, I know what that is. I'm explaining this for people who don't. The S&P 500 is the top 500 companies in America, and typically there are different types of S&Ps to invest into, or I guess titles for it, if you wanted it. I'm kind of simplifying it. I don't want to over-explain it. I have a book. I don't want to go get it, but whenever I was really getting into investing, and it's not that I'm not now, I sat down for hours and I would just sit there and write facts. So it is over 200 facts about investing. And I think the craziest thing, and I want to talk a little bit about some things that I think are really good if you're trying to get into investing, or if you're listening to this and you're like, that's so cool, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my progress. So at first, I was investing a lot. I was pretty much putting in 20% of my income, which is what you should do. You should also make sure your bills are paid, everything like that. Like, you have some money to spend on yourself, and you're still building up a savings or an emergency fund on top of all of that, which you can allocate in your own specific way. There are other ways to do it, but I prefer to advise you to do it the best way you want to. There's going to be a million different ways, a million different people. Everyone has their own way. Rich people do it one way, broke people do it one way. It all depends on you and what your financial needs are. The same thing with investing. You might not want to make $1 million tomorrow. It's very unlikely that that'll happen, besides with a lot of different, there are obviously, like, if you got lucky during Dogecoin, GameStop, I think right now people are saying XRP is going to be very big. I bought a little bit in XRP, and it's gone down like, I think 20 to 30%. So I don't know who said that. I don't know who told me to do that, but they're lying. They're lying. I did that because a customer told me to do it one time, and that was the biggest lie of my life. So do your own research would be a big thing that I'm going to say right now. On top of everything I've said, it's all mumble jumble. I'm yapping. Okay, that's kind of what I do. But the biggest thing that I want to push towards anybody who's getting into investing is do not listen to other people 9 times out of 10. There are a few people you can listen to out there. Dave Ramsey is the biggest one and the only one I'm going to name because I trust Dave Ramsey. He's been around, he's made a brilliant book. He has a fantastic reputation behind him. He gives great financial advice. Sometimes the things he says are a little wild, but I'm still sitting there. I'm still listening to him. And I think what's very important about the things that he pushes is he's been through both sides of it, and he talks about it very thoroughly. And I think it's admirable to listen to what he has to say and use the knowledge that he's given you to improve your own lifestyle. So that is the biggest thing that I'm going to say. Listen to Dave Ramsey a little bit. Don't take anyone's word for that is the only thing I should listen to. And don't try to find someone who's like doesn't overcomplicate things. Investing is very scary, and it does take a lot of it takes a lot out of you to watch the stocks every day, pop up your phone every few hours to just make sure everything's okay. I do long-term investing. I'm only 21, but I do think it's very important for me to invest for my future and not invest in the penny stocks or day trading. Those things are really cool, and if whenever my dividends kind of build up a little bit more and I get a little bit more passive income, I might start stepping into that. But as of right now, I prefer to play it safe. And the safer I play it in the future, that'll benefit me more. My goal is to retire by 50, 40 to 50. It does sound a little wild, but I want to use my knowledge, if I can make that happen, to help other people, thrive and prosper in the best ways that they possibly can. And starting off in the big, again, this is a very big day for me. I've never used the channel to talk about my investing before, but I really think that what happened after making money, passive money that actually makes a little bit of a difference. $3 is a gallon of gas. It may not seem like a lot to a lot of different people. That's only from one, and that's only from one of my dividends. That's not saying that all of them, my dividend stocks, I should say, that's not to say that I won't make more. That's not to say that that's all I've made. But right now, from what I saw, I made at least $3. I could have made way more. And because of the research that I did on my own personal time, I can guarantee that the other stocks that I put my money into will do very well, because there's plenty of websites, there's plenty of resources, there's plenty of things that you guys should do on your own time that can push your financial status way ahead. And you should never, ever do something that makes you super uncomfortable to do. And investing is very, very scary. I totally understand when some people think it's a scam, when some people think it's scary because you're putting your money into an unknown thing, especially if you're not educated in it. And it's not to say that you can't immediately get educated, but the biggest thing is do your own research. Follow somebody a little bit, but listen a little bit what Dave Ramsey has to say. Do your own research. There are going to be millions of people on the planet. There are billions of people on the planet, and they're all going to have different opinions. Some of them will tell you how to get rich immediately, and it could work. It absolutely could work. And I'm not discrediting anybody. I'm not discrediting anybody. There could be people that say everything that they've said is right all the time. That's great. That's absolutely stunning, fantastic. But I think for me, whenever I was doing this by myself, the best thing for me was just to sit down, put on some music, listen to what other people had to say, do as much research to the point where if somebody comes up to me and asks me a question about investing, I can confidently answer it. And I know I went on a little bit of a rant. I hope it did make sense. There was a little bit of advice in there, but nothing that I want you guys to follow like gold. Besides, just do your own research if you're getting into investing. And I accomplished a goal, a very cool goal of mine, which is to officially make one of something that I've been working on for a little bit of time actually gross me some money, and that I'm going to put right back into investments, right back into my Roth IRA, right back into all my stuff. And it's nice. It really is nice to have a portfolio and doing my own research and REITs and other S&P 500s, dividend specific S&P 500s or index funds, things like that. It's really nice, and I've been putting a lot of work into what I'm talking about. And if you agree, that's amazing. But If you disagree, I'm sorry you do, man. I'm really sorry that like what I said may not rock with you, but I hope you guys are doing fantastic, and I hope this kind of motivates you to try to check out a little bit of investing. If you guys want me to make a couple investing videos on my channel, I have no problem doing that. I'm not going to be an investment guru. I may drop some advice a little bit here and there, but I won't be sitting here talking about investing the entire time. A business channel is nice, but there are other people that are way more educated than me, way better at everything. I could tell you what they are gonna tell you, but dumber, and that's it. And I feel like it's better off if you just go sit down and watch a 3-4 hour video like what I would do, and that'll help you as much as me sitting here and just yapping about it. Besides, it's just a lot better if I just drop some advice here or there, because I think that's more my style anyway. Dropping some really crazy advice just for no reason. Sorry, a bunch of my friends were wanting to go hang out. They want to do a side quest tonight. So I thought I would record a video, and I hope everyone's been doing fantastic. I hope this news brings you well. And guys, I accomplished a goal. The whole point of this video is just to say I accomplished a goal, and I feel fucking fantastic. I feel fucking fantastic. So have a blessed rest of your night, guys. Peace out. Mwah.